How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing very good.
All right. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit for some more people, but maybe you can tell us a bit like, you think that it looks like the crypto are coming back up a little bit, right? So,
They are. And so this is definitely something that we knew was gonna happen, but we have to continue. Whenever those drops happen, a lot of people get scared, and that gives a lot of opportunity for everybody else that wants to buy it at a lower price, right? So yeah, I'm not worried. I'm excited for it. Hey Raj, how are you? Welcome. Yes, that's right. Patience does pay. Um, I'm gonna just drop it in the chat again just to make sure if anybody else wants to join us
mhm.
before we jump in. Welcome, welcome everyone. How are you? If you can hear me okay and you're excited for today's conversation, just please put some ones in the chat box so I know who's excited and who's listening. Just put some ones in the chat and welcome, welcome. Perfect. Gonna get started in a few more minutes. So for those that just joined, welcome, welcome. We're gonna have an exciting conversation. I hope you have pen and paper because I'm about to drop some gems real quick for you guys. And this is a lot of great information that I'm really excited about that I've been taking advantage of. So just want to say once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm literally just dropping it again in some of the chats. So hopefully you can get some more people to join in. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Before we start, Bryce, did you want to kick us off and let everybody know about KWI?
Yeah, for sure. So, for those that don't know about KWI, basically we are a little group about investing basically into stocks, cryptocurrencies, and different type of assets. So, we have this chat where basically like all of the action is happening all the time, and we also do weekly meetings. So we do meetings on Monday and also on Wednesday. The Wednesday meeting is bi-weekly, and it's with Ashley about cryptocurrencies. So that's pretty much for us, KWI. I'm gonna send the website in the chat after. So Ashley, now I guess it's time for digital assets.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So, welcome everybody. This is a conversation I'm really, really excited about. I always say that when it comes to cryptocurrency, for those that are fairly new to this space, there's this thing called blockchain technology, which is literally the technology behind cryptocurrency and everything. And as you start to learn more about the cryptocurrency space, as well as this new space as well, you'll realize that blockchain technology is actually really exciting and even more exciting than cryptocurrency. Okay, so today I'm actually going to be sharing some information with you guys, letting you know how blockchain is actually changing the game in so many different industries. And so, really, just going to kind of dive in. And the main idea that I really want to talk about when it comes to digital assets, yes, we can talk about that specific aspect in so many different ways, but specifically when it comes to NFTs. Okay, and I'm going to make sure I share my screen so everybody can see. If you've heard of NFTs before, just let me know in the chat if you have. If you haven't, that's okay. We're going to dive into it today. But if you have heard of NFTs, right? So N like Nancy, F like Frank, T like Tom, NFTs, just let me know in the chat and we'll be able to do so, kind of go over it. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Perfect. So always love to reference this website because, like I said, this website gives lots of information. So for those that are joining us for the first time, NFTs are really exciting. But just before I dive right into that, I just want to showcase this platform. So CoinGecko is an amazing platform that provides a lot of great information regarding the cryptocurrency space and different cryptocurrencies, different projects, and all the information on there is it's reliable and credible information. So this is why I always reference it. Okay. But specifically looking at NFTs and what they are, why they're so important, you can kind of see all that information there. It really just refers to a digital asset that's really, really unique, right? Unique characteristics. And I want you to start to think about like digital collectibles, right? Is the kind of the thing that I really want to showcase today, right? Because that's a space that is really, really new and has been gaining a lot of traction lately, okay? So like I said, digital collectibles, if you ever think of people collecting cards, whether it's like sport cards or any type of gaming cards, or even thinking about like artworks as well, right? Where you're actually able to take a physical asset and turn it into a digital asset. Like this is huge. This is literally the future. And even when it comes into like real estate, I always love to talk about when it comes to like that space and how we are able to do digital assets, digital real estate assets. It's huge. I absolutely love it. I'm excited. But like I said, staying focused. We're really looking at, you know, either digital art or digital collectibles. That's really what I want to showcase today. Okay. So some two platforms that I really wanted to highlight that have been really, really moving when it comes to the NFT space. I am going to be touching on those two, but I also want to kind of point out, since I'm already on the screen, that if you are new and you want to learn more about NFTs, literally if you go to CoinGecko, they actually added this tab here, NFT, right? Because like I said, it is booming and it's still very, very new, and CoinGecko is always updating it, and that's why you can see that they have their own tab now, right? But you can simply click on NFT, okay? And now it's going to show you the top 100 NFT coins by market cap, okay, which is amazing. So a lot of you may have heard of Engine, right? ENJ, which has been moving a lot, significant growth. You can see over 107% in the past 7 days, which is amazing. One of the coins I'm going to be focusing on today as well as we talk about digital collectibles is actually Flow. Okay, this one as well has been doing amazing. I remember literally, I think it was like about a week ago even, where I saw it and it was like half the price. Okay, and it's just been skyrocketing ever since. And we're going to talk about that and talk about why. Okay, but as you can see here, we have a lot of different cryptocurrencies, all at different price points, right? But you can see the market is moving fast, okay? Really, really fast. So one platform that I wanted to showcase, okay, is called Wearable. And I'm gonna share this screen as well so you guys can see. Perfect. Awesome. So Rarible focuses on, once again, of course, digital collectibles or digital assets where people can actually buy. So it is very, very popular when it comes to digital art is one of the main things that it tends to focus on right now, okay? And there's a lot of great information. So one thing I really wanted to pull up specifically is the fact that we have a really, really exciting billionaire that's even on this platform, one that is always back and forth about the cryptocurrency space. So literally this is his page. So you can see it is Mark Cuban. He is already on this platform, already has items for sale, right? And the great thing and what you'll notice is everything literally tends to run on ETH, right? Ethereum. So that's why I always talk about really doing a research and understanding what the possibilities are with it and why it's so, so important, okay? So like I said, he is already on this platform. He already has items for sale, okay? And literally, as you can see here, and I'm just going over to his collectibles, so you can actually see his actual collection of what he has, okay? But once again, these are digital assets, right? So whether it's a short little video or if it's just a digital artwork, or literally, you can see here Elon Musk, his tweet, right? That picture, that screenshot, right? That right there, once again, a digital asset that people can actually buy and sell, which is just amazing, okay? And a lot of people are making a lot of money in this space already just by selling digital art, okay? And like I said, the great thing about this, it's also decentralized. And what I mean by that, for those that are following, know that I always talk about decentralization and how exciting that is. They There's no KYC process, nothing like that. All you need to do is connect your wallet, and that's it. You're able to start purchasing, you're able to start taking advantage of it, start selling on there. And like I said, everything is run on the blockchain, so everything's automatic. So without getting too technical, literally as soon as someone purchases, everything is automatic for you, which is super cool. And you can see these are some things people are selling, right? And like I said, right now, this is specifically on Mark Cuban's page. But even if we go over to, let's say, Explore, now we're going to start to see lots of different areas, lots of different things that people are selling as well, right? And keep in mind, like, this is what I'm showing you is literally just the tip of the iceberg, right? This is specifically, you know, a platform that does, you know, digital collectibles, art, and so forth. But there's also so much more when it comes to music, and other stuff like that. Like, there's also a great space for that as well. So you can see top sellers in one day. Everybody that has the chart mark, you can see those are verified accounts, right? We still have that same concept on here as well. Let's see if I can see the top price points. And then I'm going to show you something else after this, which is really, really exciting. So probably even more exciting than what we're kind of looking at right now. But once again, I really just wanted to showcase this. So if you are someone that's looking to really dive into this space, take advantage of it, there's a lot of opportunity here. Okay. And yes, these are like random stuff, but there's people out there that are already buying it, right? Which is really cool. Okay. Now, the other thing that I want to showcase is the fact that, yes, this is an organization, right? A company that has this platform, but they also have their own token as well, which is really cool. So I'm going to go back to this one. So going back to this list of NFTs, right? List top 100 NFTs. If we scroll down just a little bit, number 13, you'll see that this is their actual token. So Rarible, okay? So you can actually purchase their currency and use that on their platform, on their website as well, okay? Or if you understand it and it's something you want to invest in, then definitely that's up to you. You can, okay? You're able to click on that, learn a little bit more. And everybody that's kind of been on my workshops knows I always talk about the tags, okay? So you can see here, we're on this page, it shows you the tags, which literally tells you which category that cryptocurrency belongs to, or which, you know, category it is, it falls into. And you can see, once again, NFTs, right? And now you're able to once again get some more information about this token, when it released, right? It's still fairly new, right? But it's been amazing. Like, it hasn't even been out for a year as of yet. And this platform still has a lot of money that's flowing through it. And you can look at it right now. That chart is beautiful, right? There's a lot of growth in a very short period of time, okay? So even if you look at it here, January, it was about $2, okay? And now we're already about 40 bucks, right? Our all-time high was about $40, right? So it's moving very, very fast. And not, like I said, it's not just this cryptocurrency, but the space in general is moving really, really fast, okay? Let's see here, perfect. If this makes sense, if this sounds exciting, please just drop some ones in the chat box, so I know that you guys are still hearing me okay. You guys can see my screen, and you guys are excited about this. Now, the other aspect is something else I want to show you, still once again in the NFT space. But before I do, can you just drop a 2 in the chat if you are into sports, if you're into basketball like the NBA? Just want to get an idea of who's really into the sports and the NBA side, because this might be more exciting for you. So if you are interested or you're excited about the NBA, definitely just drop some 2s in the chat. Okay, I see a few people. Okay, perfect. Yes, awesome. Awesome. So a lot of people, yes, perfect. I'm glad you guys are excited about it. I love the NBA as well. But they are also, you know, taking advantage of the blockchain technology space, okay? So for those that haven't heard of it, yes, it is the NBA Top Shop. We can see I'm already locked in. But like I said, this is once again digital assets or digital collectibles where now people can actually own an actual highlight of, you know, the NBA players, which is amazing. And people are making a lot of money on this. And this is literally brand new. It hasn't even officially launched yet. Every time I go on this website, it's either down for maintenance. Okay, you can see here, due to high demand, you're limiting the number of accounts, right? At one point, they even stopped, you know, allowing people to create accounts on here. There's just so much traffic and it hasn't even launched yet, which is just crazy. So this is definitely the one thing everybody's talking about right now. And I want to give you an idea. So you guys can see here a little bit of what it's showcasing you. And the great thing is like it's all really, really unique, right? That highlight that you're looking at, there's only going to be so many of that highlight as part of their, that they're actually going to have on this platform, right? Which is really cool. So you can see that one was acquired for about 370 US. Now, if we were to go to, let's say, Marketplace, and let's say we want to look at a specific basketball player. Of course, let's pick, you know, LeBron James, one of the best, right? Or the best, depending on who you're asking. You can see, and let's click, oops, let me go back here. Okay. So now, like I said, these are digital assets people can actually purchase, buy, or even invest into. And a lot of people are coming on this platform, buying, selling, all these different highlights, right? Or they call it moments, and they're making money, right? So you can see the top one right now for LeBron James that's on the market, right? That's actually on the market is selling for over 213,000, 100,000 US, right? Which is amazing. And once again, like the more rare it is, the more the price is going to increase, right? So really going back to that same concept of collectibles, right? Where they're really, really unique. There's only so many out there. And even if you look at this, and keep in mind, this is also very similar in terms of how we actually analyze cryptocurrencies as well, right? We also look at the markets, the max supply versus the circulating supply and so forth. So kind of similar, but you can see for this specific one, it's a legendary moment. There's only 59 of them, right? So you can see that it's going to increase in price very, very quickly because of the fact that there's only so many of them out there, okay? Now they do also have this other really cool feature. They call them packs, where you can actually buy, you know, for one price, you can actually get a few different moments. The thing with these though, is they tend to drop them every few weeks or so. But like, once again, like they go really, really fast. So they'll be launching it at a particular time. People can log on and there's literally like a waiting room or like a line in order to get access to purchase these packs. And the reason, of course, you can see like you're getting, if you're looking at this green one over here, right? There's about 3 moments and they're only $14. And I already showed you some of the price points for just one, right? So a lot of people are excited to get these, but they sell out really, really fast. I think a couple times when I was on there, like you'll see that there's over 200,000 people in line, like literally on the same screen waiting to get access to these packs, right, when they drop. So there is a lot of traction right now when it comes to this space. And it's still really, really, really new, okay? Now, the other thing I want to also show you is the fact that yes, you can actually use this to buy and sell, right? A lot of people come on here, go to the marketplace, create their own collection, right? You can actually collect different moments as well. So whether, you know, if you have a favorite team, you want to get some of the different players, and keep in mind, I'll actually click one and kind of show you. I'll just click this one here. Okay, perfect. So kind of show you what it does look like. So what's really interesting, so it'll actually play and show you what that highlight looks like. And you can also see what the current lowest price is, okay? So you can see that was just a dunk, and that's literally what it is. And it's a digital highlight, like I said. Everything's virtual, right? Everything's online, but it's still really, really exciting, okay? And we're looking at the price point. The lowest one is going for sale for about $829. The highest price you can see, $115,000 US, okay? Another thing to keep in mind if you are going to get involved is the serial numbers, right? So think of it once again like collectibles. Let's say if you're getting the very, very first card versus you're getting like the 100th card or whatever the case may be, they all have different values, right? Depending on the specific serial number. What you'll find is the serial number that actually matches that player's jersey tends to be one of the highest, of course, for that reason. Now, let's scroll down a little bit more. They give you all the information for that specific game, right? They also show you, you know, the different price points that this exact highlight was actually sold for, right? Which is really cool. So you can see the top sale was serial number 8, right? Which I think might be his jersey. Yeah, so that's correct. So that is his jersey number, sold for about $8,888, right? Which is, like I said, great price points still. But a lot of the times people are holding on to this and treating this like another cryptocurrency investment, right? I literally had one of my students that got involved with this back in December. He literally refunded his account with about $200 US. And he messaged me, I think it was a couple days ago, and he's like, he's freaking out because his investment, he invested about $200 and he logged back in to check his investment for these different moments, and now his account's over 20K US, right? And he's here in Toronto, so you know 20K US is a lot of money, right? So he's excited, and once again, like I said, this is still really, really, really early. So we're going to continue to see the prices increase. And I know even back in December, when I was even looking at these different price points, you know, going back to like the marketplace, right now you'll see a lot of these moments are, let's see here, right? A couple $100, $44. Back in December alone, it was literally, some of them were like for $1, $5, $7, right? And the prices just continue to increase drastically, which is just huge, right? So like I said, if this is something you want to get involved in, definitely can. Now from another investment perspective, kind of going back to, let's see here, going back to CoinGecko and actually going back to the NFTs, actually, there is a specific NFT that's actually tied, let's see here. I'm just gonna plug in my computer. I realize that my computer is dying. Just one sec, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I know we are gonna be wrapping up at the top of the hour here, or at in the next 10 minutes. Okay, perfect. So we're good. Okay, awesome. Perfect. So there is a specific NFT or cryptocurrency that's actually tied to the NBA Top Shop. Okay, so if I scroll down a little bit, and it's actually moving really fast. So it's actually number 3 right now. So it's called Flow. Okay, so if I click on Flow and bring up that specific cryptocurrency, like I said, this is one has been moving really, really fast. And yes, it is actually tied to NBA Top Shop. Another thing I'm actually really excited about is the Flow token and blockchain is actually Canadian, which is amazing. They're based out of, so it's actually, the company is actually called Dapper Labs, okay? But the organization, they're actually based out in Vancouver, which is really, really exciting, okay? So you can see here, Flow is created by Dapper Labs, okay? They also created another NFT or digital collectible platform that you may have heard of, which is also called CryptoKitties, which literally had its own huge boom as well, which is amazing, okay? And they're continuing to do lots of different collaborations with different organizations, which is really cool, okay? But just to showcase and let you know that they are actually tied to the NBA Top Shop. Once again, you can go to their website. So if you click right here on Flow, okay? Perfect, and I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see. Perfect, so now you can see this is their website, okay? And like I said, this is for the Flow token, okay? But if we start to scroll down just a little bit, perfect. Let's go a little down. You can actually see all the different partnerships that they have. So Flow, you can see here, like I mentioned, CryptoKitties, Samsung, NBA, Top Shop. UFC is literally still in the works. It has not launched yet either. But they have lots of great organizations that are connected to what they're looking to do, right? Which is huge. So if that's something else that you want to kind of just do more research on, you definitely can. It's still very, very early, but just wanted to let you guys know what's really happening when it comes to, the other areas, other cryptocurrency space, when it comes to more of the blockchain integration and how it's being used in different industries, and different trends to really get ahead of. Like I said, this is something that's still very, very new. But really wanted to showcase that as well. So that's it for today. If you do have any questions, of course, you can always message me. We do have time for maybe like a question or two. If you do have a question, feel free to unmute yourself, and then I'll be more than happy to answer it.
Yeah, there is something, Ashley. I would like to know if it would be possible to share the links that you went to. So it would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I can share the links. What I'll do is I will put them in the KWI group. So if you are new and you haven't joined the KWI WhatsApp group, definitely you can join. If anything, you can also message me, but I will be putting them there as well. Let's see if maybe we can drop them here as well for you.
There is also like one question that I have about, can I buy those cryptocurrencies on Binance?
Great question. And let's go back to the screen. So it depends on which one specifically. So we're looking at Flow. And like I said, this goes for any cryptocurrency. If you're on here, you can just go to markets and it'll showcase and let you know where you can buy it. Flow is a little bit tricky because it's not available on just any platform. Yes, it does show Kraken. However, Kraken does not let anybody in the US or in Canada purchase Flow directly from them. So even though, yes, it is on that platform, if you actually try to purchase it, it won't let you. You can use Huobi Global. I've heard, it's pretty good as well. You can actually buy it. Actually, you used to be able to buy it on crypto.com. They actually just took it off of there. But another platform that I personally use to purchase it is called Gate.io. It's an app that you can actually get on your phone. It's also decentralized as well, which is really cool. So that's probably the best place for Flow specifically. And I think for Rarible, I have to double check. I think when I bought Rarible, I believe I bought it on Uniswap. But let's check and see here. Like I said, a lot of these cryptocurrencies are still very new. So yeah, once again, you could also buy this on Gate.io. You can see it is here. And you're going to be using specifically Ethereum to buy it. So you're not buying these with Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. Or once again, you can also use Uniswap. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
I have a question for you, Ashley. Would you have like an idea or a strategy on how or which one of these NFT would somebody try to buy if they are planning to hold them?
When it comes to like
crypto,
which,
but the actual NFTs.
So are you saying like the NFT tokens itself, or like a specific collectible?
The collectibles.
Okay. So for the collectibles, it depends because there's a lot of different platforms and depends which ones you're gonna go for, right? If you're looking at like the two platforms that I showcased alone today was Rarible, right, which is the first one, and the second one that I talked about was NBA Top Shop, right? So they both have slightly different strategies because they're both slightly different, right? NBA Top Shop is specifically more collectibles focused compared to Rarible, where you can actually have art on there. You can also do more collectibles in that standpoint. Like if you were to go on there, create your own item or digital asset, you can also put them in that same type of idea where you can create maybe 5 of them, or maybe there's just one of this item, right? So it just kind of depends what platform specifically you're going to be using.
Okay.
Okay. But like I said, this space is still really new, so definitely do your research and understand what you're getting involved in, because what you'll realize is the price points or the pricing for these digital items are based on the community itself, right? So just keep that in mind, which is kind of similar to Bitcoin a little bit in some sense, but Bitcoin still has a little bit more tied to it compared to some of these digital assets, because it's really just based on people, the users that are on that platform, that really tend to dictate what the price point is. So just keep that in mind. You will once again also see the price increase, see the price decrease, same thing, right? The value of that item does fluctuate as well. Okay. Like I always say, if you do have questions, feel free to reach out. It's still fairly new.
There was a question for you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I thought I could ask what I asked. Thank you for the presentation. It was nice. I just wanted to ask, just like token that you can buy a portion of it, can you also buy a portion of the collectibles? Like, in Bitcoin, you don't have to buy one. You can buy like 0.00 whatever. But for the NFTs, the collectibles, can you also buy a portion?
It's a great question. So the way that the collectibles are created, you do not have that option, right? Now, keep in mind, you can have that option, like the fractional assets is definitely possible when it comes to decentralized assets, like in general, right? But specifically for collectibles, they're sold as one item, like one collectible.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay.
Do you know now if somebody, if I guess maybe not yet, but once you buy something and you want to sell it, I guess you will have to wait to get a buyer, and you cannot just sell it on the market? Or is there already a market where you can sell it at market price regardless of getting an actual buyer?
So great question. So because this is more community focused, it's an actual marketplace that you're putting it out there for someone else to purchase, right? So once someone buys it, everything else like is automatic, because once again, it's on the blockchain, there's a smart contract and so forth. But nonetheless, it's a marketplace. You have to put it out there and get someone to buy it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have time for one more question.
Yeah, there was actually a question for you, Ashley. So someone is basically part of the newsletter, the KWI newsletter, and basically she was asking if you're going to talk about digital assets as well.
Well, the news, I mean, that's something we can definitely discuss. I know the newsletter is more focused on kind of like more trade signals, trade alerts that we're providing. But I can definitely touch base with some of the leaders and see if that's something that we can incorporate as well. If you do have more questions, like I said, you can always message me as well. But we'll definitely kind of talk about that and get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Perfect.
What blockchain technology do you think is the most interesting technology out there coming, like, what do you think?
So are you asking like which specific blockchain, or are you asking like which blockchain project?
Yeah, which blockchain project do you think is going to be the most gratifying and stuff out there, like what you've seen?
Actually, I think my answer would probably be the same for both of those questions now that I think about it. So it would probably still be actually a split between Ethereum as well as Polkadot. So the reason I say that is technically, the reason I was going to say this answer was the same is because Ethereum, a lot of things run on Ethereum's blockchain in general, right? And it's already innovative in that sense. Polkadot is a phenomenal project. And once again, it also runs on Ethereum's blockchain. So that would kind of be my answer in that sense. But there's a lot of great projects out there, but majority of them, as I mentioned, actually do run on Ethereum regardless.
Do you know like the specific technology that Ethereum or what was the other one you just said?
Sorry, say that again.
Do you know the specific technology like that they're coming with, like Ethereum, or you said another one just a while ago?
Polkadot.
Oh yeah, Polkadot.
So they, like every cryptocurrency has projects behind them, right? Most of them, I should say, have actual projects behind them. Think of it similar to like even when you're buying stocks, right? They all have an organization, leaders, and so forth behind them as well. So it's really similar. right? They all have different use cases, different purposes. And all of that, actually, you can find a lot of that information as well if you do go on CoinGecko.com. You can just look up any cryptocurrency you're interested in learning about, and you can find that information there. But for definitely, if you still have more questions, you can message me as well.
Okay.
Okay. But I also just keep in mind, everyone, this discussion, this presentation is recorded. So if you do have, if you want to go rewatch it or see some of the links and some of the things that I showcase, definitely make sure you are following us and checking out our KWI YouTube, because everything is on there. But once again, I hope that this information was helpful. I know that it's still stuff that's still fairly new, and everybody, of course, is in different places in their cryptocurrency journey. So if you do have questions, definitely message me. I actually am going to be doing a 4-week cryptocurrency academy that'll kind of go more in depth in some of the different aspects of crypto. So definitely feel free to look into that as well. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashley.
No problem. No problem.
Before you go, can you please tell if Cardano is good to get in right now, or if it's a good technology?
So that is a great question. I will, of course, put a disclaimer, let you know I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot advise anybody in terms of which items to invest in. What I can say is Cardano definitely is a very innovative project. And if you do go on, like, once again, like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and you look at, the list in terms of top market capitalization, you'll see that it is one of the top out there. So use that platform, use that website, definitely do your research and kind of look into it some more. But they are doing some really innovative stuff.
Thank you.
No problem. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I look forward to seeing all of you again soon for our next session. And like I said, if you do have questions, feel free to message me. Like I said, there's a lot of information out there, so it's always good to kind of have it just in steps and really just focus on what your specific cryptocurrency journey is and what you're looking for, and also making sure you have your strategy. And once you have that, then you can go ahead and start exploring. Okay, but just want to say thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Ashley.